Girl, hold onto your hats because Chris Brown is out here spilling all the tea on Jay-Z, and it's wild. Apparently, Jay-Z's have been messing with Chris's career because of the whole Rihanna situation, and not for the reasons you'd think. Chris is claiming that Rihanna cheated on him with Jay-Z and even gave him an STI, which she supposedly got from Jay-Z himself.
Like, people don't understand what happened that night. And that's because Jay-Z worked so fucking hard to change the narrative of that night.
Now, Chris is sick of everyone painting him as the bad guy for the past 15 years, so he's setting the record straight about what went down with Rihanna back in 2009. Remember that infamous fight they had right before the Grammys? Yeah, the one where Rihanna ended up with bruises and Chris got slapped with probation and counseling. Well, Chris says the fight started because Rihanna caught him cheating and things just spiraled out of control. Rihanna admitted in an interview that the relationship was super toxic. They were both obsessed and it turned dangerous for them both. Chris has always said he lost it when Rihanna confronted him about a suspicious text that was actually just about a Grammys party, but man, the whole thing just blew up in his face. So there they were, Chris Brown and Rihanna duking it out in a Lamborghini of all places. Chris is swearing up and down that he's telling the truth, but Rihanna, she's not having any of it. Things got so heated, she starts smacking him right there in the car. And Chris, he hits back, busts her lip, and boom, he's shocked at his own actions. Then Rihanna spits blood in his face and it's like a bomb went off, pushing him even further over the edge. Fast forward, and they're literally wrestling over his phone. She's grabbing at him, and Chris ends up biting her arm while he's still trying to drive. It's all kinds of crazy in that car, right? Over time, Chris is out here trying to flip the script on how everyone sees him. He's tired of being the villain from that one night when he was just 17. Recently, when Chris worked with Chloe Bailey, the backlash was brutal. Chris lost it. He went off about how everyone's still on his case while other celebs get a pass for way worse. He's calling out everyone who's still dragging him, telling them to back off and mind their business or else. He's throwing major shade, hinting some big names in the industry get away with much more, and why all don't say a thing. Alright, so here's the scoop everyone's been whispering about, but now it's just blowing up. Chris Brown is throwing major shade at Jay-Z, hinting he's not just the mogul we all know, but also mixed up in some serious drama. Get this, Jay-Z is way older than Beyonce, like 12 years older, and they met when she was possibly as young as 15 or 16. Sketchy, right? And it doesn't stop there. Chris is out here claiming that during his tumultuous relationship with Rihanna, it was actually Jay-Z who was creeping around with her. The real kicker, Chris alleges that Jay-Z passed herpes to Rihanna, who then unknowingly passed it to him. Imagine finding that out the night you're already at your breaking point. No wonder Chris flipped. Now, as for Rihanna and Jay-Z, the rumors of them hooking up have been around forever, but of course Rihanna and her team have been denying it, saying it's all about the music, nothing more. Even her publicist once admitted to making up stories just to get her single some traction. But according to Chris, that's all just smoke and mirrors to cover up the real tea. And he's tired of the cover up and ready to set things straight. What a mess, huh? Chris Brown is out here claiming that Jay-Z was the puppet master behind the scenes, making him take the fall for cheating when it was actually Rihanna stepping out on him. Chris says Jay-Z was desperate to keep it under wraps because if fans started sniffing around, they'd find out Rihanna was cheating with none other than Jay-Z himself. Imagine the chaos that would cause. Now, Chris might seem like he's just trying to scrub clean his own image, but hold up, because Jaguar Wright is backing him up. We all know Jaguar hasn't been caught lying, so when she says something, people listen.
It was forever ago. They were both very young, and he had just had his first herpes outbreak from her giving him the herpes.
Ooh. She's confirming that Jay-Z was low-key involved with Rihanna back when she was just starting out, even suggesting that Riri was set up with Chris just to distract everyone from her fling with Jay-Z. It's like a Hollywood drama, but messier. Jaguar spilled even more by saying that Chris caught Rihanna doing some not safe for work stuff at a big industry party, and that's when all hell broke loose. According to her, that's the night Chris found out about the herpes that Rihanna allegedly got from Jay-Z. So Chris was not just mad, he was livid, feeling set up and ruined at 19. Now, Chris Brown is out here throwing major accusations at Jay-Z and Rihanna, claiming it was all a setup. Picture this, Chris walks into a coat closet and catches Rihanna in a very compromising position. And who's supposedly pulling the strings? Jay-Z himself. Jaguar Wright is backing Chris, saying Jay-Z crafted this whole scandal to keep his own secrets buried, including his alleged early start with Rihanna when she was just a teen. According to Jaguar, Jay-Z and his crew twisted the media narrative to paint Chris as the bad guy, making America turn against him right when he needed support the most. Now, think about it. They had Chris arrested on the red carpet, completely humiliated humiliating him to ensure the public saw him as the villain. Comments are flooding in with people rethinking the whole situation, questioning why Chris wasn't allowed to speak out if he was truly at fault. Some are even recalling Wendy's notorious comment about needing penicillin after being with Rihanna. This mess has got people siding with Chris, wondering if there's truth to his story or if he's just trying to clean up his image after all these years. What's your take on this wild saga?